Welcome to the tutorial video for how to start in GPS+X. In the next couple of minutes I will introduce you to the software and show you some basic operations. You will see how to configure the software to receive data from your collars and how to manage these data. We start just from the point after the installation of GPS+X. So enjoy the video.
If you open GPS+X right after the installation, you will see the main window. It consists of three main parts: the device tree, the data tree, and the configuration tree. Using the device tree, you can build up communication with your collars, either remotely via Iridium or GSM communication, or directly via cable connection, Bluetooth, or remote stick. If you connect any device to your computer, it will appear in this list. In the data tree, you can obtain and manage all data of your registered collars. All data is stored here and you can view or download them in this area. In the configuration tree, you can configure all software-related settings and register your collars. And this is the first step after you received your collars from us, to register them in the GPS+X software. For this, go to the collar list and click on the yellow key. Here you can load the key files which we sent to you via email, or you find them on the CD which we delivered with the collars. You can select all key files at once to fasten up the process. Now you can see all collars with collar ID, collar type, and collar communication. But to be able to view and store data, we have to define a data storage, a place to store all data of your collars. For this, press Ctrl A to select all collars, right-click and select Group Edit Storage Destinations. Then we click on Add New to All and select the default storage. Hit OK, and now we can see that all collars are registered and all collar data will now be stored in the default storage. In the bottom left, you can see the current download status. The download performs automatically via HTTP. And for now, the status is idle, so no download is in process. Now that we have registered our collars and assigned them to storage, we can access our collar data. Therefore, we go to Storage in the data tree and click on Default Storage. And here we have an overview of all collars and their data entries. For our collars, we have position and mortality data. Per double click, you can navigate directly to the data you want to observe. Here we see the data of the collar 19594. You also can navigate via the data tree on the left side. Just expand the collars and click on the data. Okay, now I explain the data table. Therefore, we go to full screen. We have a lot of parameters. There is UTC date and UTC time, and LMT date and LMT time. And we have the coordinates of the fixes and parameters about the accuracy of the fixes. The satellite data is not transferred via remote communication, so we can take it out later. And we have the main voltage and the beacon voltage and the temperature. Per right click on the header, you can hide non-relevant parameters. For example, the satellite data, so easting, northing, the satellites, and the origin, which is the collar in our case. Let's hide the non-relevant parameters, and you also can sort the table list by clicking on the header with the left mouse click, and then you can sort, for example, by date, so you have the latest fix on top. And you also can move the parameters per drag and drop. I recommend you to move the main voltage and the beacon voltage to the front They are parameters where you can easily see if something's wrong with the electronic parts of your color. Depending on where the color performs, you have to correct the time zone settings. Here you can see all standard time zones. As an example, Germany has a correction of +1 hour. Now we change the local mean time. For this we go to Configuration, Local Settings and UTC Correction. And if you're currently in the zone where the color performs, just use the time settings for your computer as your LMT. But if you're in the other zone, or if the color performs in another zone, we use this setting and choose the time zone where the color performs. Let's say our color is or will be deployed in Arizona. I use only standard time and press apply to save the changes. This correction only influences the LMT column in the data table, not the color itself. Before we export the data, we check the filter. Here you can exclude data which you do not need. For example, you can select to view data only in a distinct time period or to hide low quality fixes. Set the filter on to activate it, and this filter will now be active for all data of all colors until you change it to off. And now we can export our list. And we also export our list after our filtering and after our reorderings. We have different formats to export. We can export it as text format. Let's have a look on our file. So that is the export file, which includes all parameters, as you can see, after the reorganization. And we also can export as KML file, for example, to have a look on the data on Google Earth. So we open the file and have to modify the timeline on the top left. So drag it to the right and to the left, but only the left arrow to see all data. And now we have all fixes on a geographical map of Google Earth. That was the introduction to GPS+X and how to manage and access your color data. I hope you've learned something in this video, and thank you for watching.